So I thought about setting up a server for Dune for quite some time and decided against it because it didn't feel like you could do much on the server. It felt very restrictive. But wandering around the map and just seeing hundreds and hundreds of bases everywhere, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. And setting up on gportal was really, really easy. I chose gportal because you can select the amount of slots. I think it's from 6 upwards, as opposed to Nitrado that's 24 slots minimum, I believe. And obviously I would have chosen Nodecraft because they are far superior server hosting, but they don't actually support Dune yet, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But setting up's really easy. As you can see on the dashboard, you can control 3 settings. That's it. That's all you've got. You need to select a world to join, and you can see you've got hardcore, free for all, PvP, and I think what this means is that this world is the world that you would join on official, for example. However, underneath there's going to be up to 100 sietches, and all those sietches will share the deep desert. So if I was to go to the deep desert on this server, then I'd likely meet up with other people from within this world, or Spice Law world that I'm on right now. So you choose that, and then from there within your siege, you can change the world settings. So you can disable the sandstorms, and you can disable taxation, but enable security zones. So that means on the ships that are inside the PvE areas, so all the PvP ships that are in the PvE areas, it's still going to be PvP. So anyone who's on the server, when you go into that zone, it's still going to be PvP. Or if you're playing with friends, then it's just friendly fire. And I thought, you know what, I'll just leave that on, because that'd be quite funny if you chuck a grenade and accidentally take down one of the other players. So that'd be fun. But the important thing is that it's not going to be swamped with all of these different buildings, and some of them are amazing, I'm not going to lie, but some of them, they're just blocking main routes, or it's just so annoying. So I'm going to get a nice clear map to play on. So actually in Dune Awakening itself, you go to servers. You can see I've got a character on that server, what's it, level 145. That doesn't transfer across to your private server. You have to start again on a private server. So yeah, and then when I click on there, you can see all of the other sietches that are under that server, people that you're likely to meet in the deep desert. There you go. Right, okay, so I'm just going to go back, and I'm just going to go continue, and now I'm joining my server. I think the grind is going to be the challenge with this, because it took quite some time to get to level 140 plus, and one of the things that put me off is, oh no, I've got to go through all of that again. I've got to go through all the journeys. But what it does do is allow you to take what you've learned so far and play it differently. So I've chose a different class. I've gone Mentat this time as opposed to Trooper, and I'm going to go Still Suit all the way. I'm just going to do things differently. I'm not going to leave this area until I've cleared all of the different zones and stuff. Just going to play it differently, and I can always go back to my other server, or the official server with my other character on it, and carry on that journey. But I can take my time, and maybe I want to build somewhere that someone else has built, or whatever it might be. I'm just going to have fun on this server, clear this whole area first, and then move on to the next one. So there you go. That's it, really. I just wanted to sort of give you a quick insight into the server for gportal, and why I think gportal is actually better, because you can select fewer people, which means it's a lower cost. And that was the thing that really sort of made me decide to go for it, because it was a much more interesting option, Cheap is always good, right? Anyway, you guys take care. Ask any questions in the description below. Wait, what? Ask any questions in the comments below. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.